All right, what's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be taking a look at my one of the stocks on my drones stock watch list. Okay, the drones have been having an interesting market rotation, and I've noticed that there's lots of drone stocks having many 10, 20, 30% plus days, and once you kind of try to figure out, okay, well, hey, these two just ran. Let me look at some of these other ones because maybe some of these other ones are going to be running here shortly after the steam dies off of the current ones that just ran, right? So UAVS is one of them. Definitely do some research. Okay, this is a drone company. If you are bullish on drones in the future, and I know I am, I think that the future is pretty much going to be autonomous cars, autonomous drones, taking care of most of our transportation and delivery needs. That's where the future is heading. That's where technology is heading. So in this bear market that we're currently in, now is the time, okay, when you want to start accumulating in a position, right? Now, I'm not giving out financial advice or anything like that. I don't know anyone's financial situation, but the time to buy is when everyone is panicking and when fear is high in the market. And that is definitely the case. Now, you may just have to hold 2, 3, 4, 5 years to be able to realize your gains, right? But if you do some research on a company and let's say you dive into the fundamentals, maybe some of the technology on ticker symbol UAVS, and you like it, well, then feel free to go ahead and make some purchases. I have multiple strategies on how you can protect your long-term investments with some hedges. You can sell covered calls, you can sell cash secured puts, many different strategies. But we're going to go ahead and look at the 1-year day chart. And you can see here currently, it's definitely on a downtrend. Okay. A beginner could tell you that. You can look at it and, the past entire year, it's been falling very hard. Right. But I'm more of a trader. Right. And I like to trade. And, the basis of this video is going to be some highlights for y'all to look at for trading opportunities. Okay. There was a couple, and we're looking at the daily chart, so remember that. All right. But what we're going to look at is these ovals I have drawn up here. Okay. So if we look, all right, you can kind of tell just visually looking at it that these ovals are getting lower, right? They're going lower on the chart. So it's what's known as a low, a lower low, and then a lower low. All right. So we've made 3 lower lows on the stock price, right? But if we look at our RSI here, we've actually made higher lows. Okay. We started down here when the stock price was up here, and the stock price dropped lower, but the RSI has continued to go up. This is a pattern known as bullish divergence. Right now, I do have a bullish divergence tutorial in the top right hand corner. And I'll have one at the end of this video if you want to click on those and watch those to break it down some more. But if you notice, that's where we're seeing our pops. Okay. This stock was up 10% on the day on Friday, and we bounce right off of the bullish divergence. That's something, that's a technical little trading indicator that you want to get familiar with and start to look for. Right, when you notice that the stock keeps going lower, right, and the lows are getting lower, but the lows on the RSI are getting higher, that gives you a little bit of an indication that you might see some bullish activity in the near term future. Right, and each of these times you have. Okay, so it's been really bouncing off of the bullish divergence very well. We look here at our first bullish divergence. Okay, we had a nice 48% rally. Okay, and then we look here off of this bounce from those lows, 26% right there. Now, if you notice, these trends, these uptrends, they're not long lived. Okay, normally we see a pullback after about 2-3 days. Okay, we have 2 green days here, we pull back. All right, we have 3 green days here, pull back. All right, we have a few green days, but this isn't off of the bullish divergence. This is just momentum keeping it up. And we've had 2 green days here. They have earnings coming up soon next week, so it'll be really interesting on Monday to see what happens with that. But the reason I'm looking at it is because I'm noticing, hey, well, look at this drone watch list. Right, if we're looking over here on the left now, you see JOBY, a drone stock, up 20%. We see this one, UAVS, up 10% in a day, ACHR up 14% in a day. And you can kind of realize that, oh, well, hey, well, something's happening with the drone sector, right? With some certain stocks related to drones, a lot of money's flowing into those, right? So now you can come in and you can look, okay, well, hey, well, what about AVAB? What about KTOS? What about LMT? Certain other things that are related, because all of these have their foot in their hands in drones. You know, some of them may not be known for drones, you know, like Amazon, Google, Nvidia, but they definitely are in the drone environment. And you know, these smaller ones like Joby, okay, EVTL is one, Lilium is another one. You know, all of these really, it's going to be, you know, I just like what I'm seeing here. Okay, I've been seeing a trend of these having, of multiple stocks having 10 plus days. All right, if we look here, this is 1, 2, 3 stocks right there, in the drone sector that were up 10% or more in a single day, right? So that's kind of why I'm showing this to you, because I have noticed, there's been many days where drone stocks have been outperforming the market on a particular day, right? And there's a lot of buyers stepping in. But as I showed you guys on the zoom out here, when we zoom out and look at the chart overall for the last year, it is definitely a downtrend. Okay, so I'm not telling anybody to YOLO or FOMO into drone stocks, but you know, I am saying that, hey, listen, this thing currently, all right, is on such a deal. What is this right here? Let me see. Look at this, down 90%. Oh my gosh, this is just, I mean, this is what I'm saying, guys. There's, I mean, you know, we are in a bear market for a lot of stocks. Okay, you know, the S&P 500 is also, you know, entering bear market territory. It's hovering right around it, in between 15 to 20% down from its highs. And you know, it's no secret, right? So when people make money is by purchasing in a bear market, right? You don't make money buying things at all-time highs and selling them at all-time highs a couple weeks later, right? You know, long-term wealth really comes from, you know, buying these things when they're at a very big discount, right? And I mean, this is a 90% off sale right here. So, you know, it may not be the best time. This thing is clearly 100% on a downtrend. It may go down to freaking zero. Who knows? I can't predict the stock market, but what I can tell you is that, you know, this stock is only 75 cents right now, and it was previously almost as high as $7 in just alone in the past year. So lots and lots of upside potential, right? And let's say you go and you start a position, right? And when I say start a position, I mean don't throw 100% of the money that you have into the stock right away. You want to start it, right? Maybe with 10 or 20% of your position. Let's say you have $1,000, $10,000 you want to invest in this company. You know, purchase 10 to 20% at a time, right? So you buy it here at 75 cents and you want to hold it there. You want to see, all right, is this thing going to continue to go lower? Are we going to keep dropping? Is ticker symbol UAVS going to get lower? If it does, right, I'm not too damaged because I still have 90 to 80% of, you know, my money as cash, right? But this is a good time to really start accumulating some small positions and really start, you know, looking at companies, different companies that you may not be thinking about that are massively on sale, right? Like, I mean, 90% off, guys. This thing is 90% off. It's insane. You know, I mean, you're buying it under $1. If this thing goes up to $1, you don't earn 25% of your money right there. You know, 20 to 30% of your money just if this thing goes back to $1 within the next few years, right? Now, I've mentioned the risks already, but let's look at some of the upside potential to this, okay? So let's say we get in here right around 80 cents, okay? Because we're not perfect traders. We get in here around 80 cents and we hold this thing back up to $3. Okay, that's a 269% return on your investment. Now, what you have to ask yourself is, you know, what are the economic factors behind this, right? When you go into economy, right, there's things called opportunity costs, right? So, all right, hey, well, you know, do you want to put all this money into UAVS? And, you know, you may lose some money on the opportunity cost because there may be a better investment that gives you better returns in the short term, right? If you're okay with a long term and you're looking at it from long term, you say, all right, hey, well, I think that based on their valuations, some of the technology the company's got, maybe their leadership, maybe the financial statements are telling you something. Hey, eventually this thing will be worth back $3. That's a very big return on your investment. And we're not even looking for it to return back to all-time highs of 6.7. Okay. If this thing goes back up to all-time highs, that's a 700% return on your investment, and you're excellent. Okay. And this is what makes people's fortunes and things like that. Now, I'm not saying UAVS is the stock to do that, but start to look at some of these other tickers. Start to look at these stocks that have been, sold off massively, and try to get to the bottom of it. Figure out why they're sold off so strong. Maybe is it just over aggressiveness of the market makers and institutions and hedge funds? Maybe they're just pushing certain stocks, as low as they can go, below what they're valued at, right? Or maybe something is really wrong with the company UAVS, and that's why the stock is reflecting it. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I do viewer requests every single week, so let me know what stocks you want to see next in my next video down below. Okay. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to join the Options Trading Tycoons Discord, the link is in the description below. Use code Zachly for a discount. Like the channel name, ZachlyTrades. Code Zachly will get you a discount on your membership.